The Golf Biz with Mikey D, Drew, and the crew. Management, marketing, myths, and morons. Hope we make you smile.
I'm Joe Dahlstrom with Mikey D, Drew, and the crew. Episode 1. Our one and only goal on this episode and all episodes is going to go ahead and make you smile while we share our story as golf course managers and marketers of golf courses all over America. So we're so excited. As the first episode, we're going to go ahead and talk about kind of why we shifted the paradigm way to manage golf courses a specific way. And so episode 1 is called Lighten Up, We're Not Saving Lives. Because I think that a lot of people would agree that the traditional way of managing golf courses ain't cool, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm not saying I'm cool, but I know what cool is, and most golf courses ain't cool, right? And it really comes down to a mindset, a management, and an idea of going ahead and how important the customer is rather than how well you can hit a 4-iron out of a bad lie. So the format for the show today is we're going to go ahead and touch on our 4 pillars on this topic, which is management, marketing, myths, and morons. All right, Drew, you ready?
Yeah, I'm in.
All right, Mikey, you ready?
Let it rip, baby. Let's go.
Mikey's coming via South Florida, the FLA. It said it's raining like cats and dogs. It's beautiful here in the Brandling Studios in Scottsdale, Arizona. I wanted to share that because we're definitely not this cool to have a room this cool either. So,
yeah,
but I feel cool. All right, so let's go ahead and get started with management. All right, so the traditional way that golf has always been managed in the PGA of America. It was built around taking care of, rich white old dudes, right? Mm-hmm. But as time went on and, a lot of things have been blamed for, the failure of new people coming to the sport. And I think it really had to do with all of us. We've been doing this in the Paradigm Golf Group for 20 years. And I think it was the lack of transition into going ahead and make it fun, friendly, and actually focusing on the customers. So I'm going to turn it over to Mikey D. Mikey D is my brother. I've been his father. I've been his bail bondsman. I've been his lawyer. I've been his landlord. I've been just about everything, right? But Mikey oversees our 3 golf courses in South Florida. Is one of the greatest operators I've ever met. He's turned around some dozens and dozens of golf courses. He's an operational influencer. So, Mikey, go ahead and talk about the Paradigm Way and when it comes to management.
So we have 3 steps in every property when we roll in. First is to be nice, right? Sounds simple, but it must be harder than you think because very few people do it. Number 2 is we transition into being cool, and that's not about me being cool. That's about putting the cool on the customer or the celebrity of the day. And then number 3 is be stupid, which is the ultra evolution into almost a zany, crazy, circus-like, fun, totally off the wall atmosphere that people love. So our more mature crowd considers it the fountain of youth, and the younger crowd can't get enough of it.
Absolutely.
So that's the evolution.
Absolutely. So Mikey actually went down from 3 very high-end golf courses in Las Vegas where people were paying $250, $350 to play golf plus $90 for rentals, and we shipped him down to PBN. And when he pulled in, the look on his face was comical because it had a dilapidated clubhouse and a little bit of a skeptical crowd, but it actually didn't do very good financially, and that's where Mike and I decided to go ahead and actually do the beta test on really making it a circus, as Mikey said. We're talking about, some really cool, fun things. So, Mikey, share some specific things. I know we do it at all the properties, but you really exemplify it at PBN, with the basketball hoops and everything like that. So kind of share about a little bit about what you do.
100%, yeah. So, let's just be frank here, all right? The Ivanka and Jared Kushner ain't getting married here, all right? That's an understatement, I get it. But, so I rolled in here in 2013, sight on scene. Never been, we had managed it for years, but I was busy in Vegas, came out here, and I pulled in and looked around, and I was like, oh my goodness, what are we going to do? And our first step, and I remember strategizing with you, Joey, and you said, first step is to turn the music up. Mm-hmm. So we have this relatively recognizably loud music that is playing, that is fun and happy. And as we just kind of went down the line from free rum shots, Bluetooth speakers, basketball hoops, tiki bars, targets, and beer pong on the driving range, ping pong at the turn, with just a super, super cool, complemented by a super cool, like, Jolie design layout. It like it became contagious here in South Florida. So one turned into two, and before you know it, man, we've got people knocking our doors down wanting to get some of the Nash.
Absolutely. And, the golf course is charming. It's great, owned by one of the best companies I've ever seen. And so it's a legendary property that just needs a little life. So, and the turnaround there was amazing. And, we've taken that same type of business model and we've taken it into other markets. And we actually based the level of zany management based on the typical business model that property takes. So Drew, let's get your take on it, because your path here is completely different, right? Mm-hmm. You went to college, you became an EMT, you're on your way to become a fireman. That wasn't for you.
No.
And then you jumped into slinging ice cream sandwiches at Baked Bear. You moved up quickly. And then probably the greatest thing that ever happened to you, you met my daughter.
Yeah.
Which led you to me.
Oh, easily.
Absolutely. But I saw Drew, the way he managed Baked Bear and the way the people looked at him and the customers and how he knew his name. I recruited him heavily, and he's been in the business for about 15, 16 months. He heads up one of our golf courses in Arizona. He's done an amazing job. So, Drew, what do you think so far?
Yeah, I mean, from being a fresh customer, really, I mean, I played golf here and there. I have no formal golf background or anything. So to go and step into not just the golf business, but even a management role was kind of daunting. But I mean, it was fun. It's just like you guys said, I'd seen Mikey's videos. I'd seen the things you guys done. I've been to the properties and saw it firsthand that, there was no golf courses by me that were like that. And I still had a good time going out and playing there. I figured if I could be a part of something bigger, go ahead, have a place where I could turn that music up. We could go ahead and, help people, bring a smile to their face. That sounded cool. It sounded fulfilling. And so I jumped ship. I did probably what no one would ever want to do. I left beautiful sunny San Diego in the middle of June to come live in the peak heat of the desert in Arizona. But no, I mean, it was a blast. Just the freedom that we give the team to be very customer centric, being cool, kind of like Mikey talked about, is not, we know we're not cool.
Yeah.
And our goal is not to be cool ourselves, but it's to make everybody else feel cool. Especially out here when you have hundreds of golf courses in, a 20-mile span, the only thing that really sets you apart is the service and the experience, because everyone's golf course is going to be in decent shape. Every golf course is going to be challenging-ish or whatever, but to actually have a place where everybody's fun, you're being greeted with a smile, people are there to look after you, everyone's genuinely excited to be there. That's the service and that's the experience that you're going to come back to as a consumer. And so to kind of build that up, to be a part of it and to see it kind of flourish at Dobson Ranch, I mean, it's been a blast.
Yeah, absolutely. We're so glad to have you too. And, so to kind of summarize it, there's a lot of cliche statements out there when it comes to management, right? It's not what you say or how you say it. I did steal this from John Maxwell, but we've actually adopted the philosophy. It's not what you say, or it's not even how you say it, but how you make them feel. And I think where a lot of golf companies in particular go wrong is they have this one cookie cutter training process and way to handle everyone. In today's world, with all the things happening, and both the husband and wife are working. We have 4 kids. My wife's going to be on the show later. Everybody just needs a smile and a friendly, greeting just to make their day. Days are complicated enough it is. So our number one goal is just to make them feel great and put a smile on their face. So
yeah, I think that's one of the most important things too, right? People forget when we're living it and we're breathing it and working in golf, it doesn't become a luxury to us anymore. But really, for everybody, golf is a hobby. Mm-hmm. Golf is their getaway to forget their 9 to 5, to forget being nagged at home, to forget all the other problems that they've got. And that's something that's really important. I was afraid every time I went to play golf before, because I didn't know the etiquette, or I didn't know what I should be doing, what was right. I was running from golf cart to golf cart just so I didn't get yelled at by the old guy driving around on the course. You know what I mean? I didn't know where I could wear shoes, if I could go in with a polo shirt or not. And so that's really what's different now.
Absolutely.
Is making golf accessible for people is the only way you're going to stay alive.
No doubt. Yeah. And absolutely. Let's go ahead and use that as a transition into marketing. This one is close to my heart because it's something I truly, truly enjoy. And, the golf business would never be one that would be considered cutting edge by any means, right? I mean, the newspaper is still the number one source for people to go ahead and actually market their golf course, right? And when they do it, they talk about, the golf course or that they give great service, very typical stuff, right? It's very hard to separate the actual golf course itself. So what we do is we shift on just purely making smiles and making people laugh and actually branding our management and our leadership team, or even like our entry level team, along with our celebrities, like our customers that play there on a regular basis. So when you get a chance, and on our website, we're going to be posting all the different videos we've ever done to go ahead and talk about things that go ahead are current in the golf business to make you laugh. Some of the parody videos and the songs, and then also contests, right? The traditional way is that you can't give away around a golf court golf because it costs you money.
Rate integrity, right?
Two words that make you vomit, right? It's so ridiculous that we're trying to grow a game of golf. We're trying to go ahead and introduce it to new people. We're trying to be generous. We're trying to be kind. So we run contests. We'll give away unlimited amounts of golf, right? And that's because when they walk through the door, I feel very comfortable. Our team that is incentivized and commissioned to go ahead and turn you into a full-time customer to go ahead and actually sell one of our players' programs. So when it comes to marketing, I think the old, lighten up, we're not saving lives is very, very appropriate.
Yep, for sure.
Mikey, what do you think about it?
Yeah, the whole idea of build it and they will come. Yeah, but all of our marketing built around hope we made you smile is the key, because you know what, we're not always sitting there promoting some sort of rate or special. That gets old. It's just antiquated and stupid. But to actually get somebody's attention, put a smile on their face is hugely valuable, because after all, that's what people are looking for. And to grab their attention is huge. That's why we get, all these music videos, parodies, contests, spoofs, trick shots, smashing stuff, whatever it is, that can just connect with somebody out there is tremendously valuable for us and them.
Yeah,
and it builds an audience.
And Drew, you have your own show now. It's going to be launching soon.
Right.
It's going to be heard around the world. It's going to call
The Drew
Drew's
Show.
Tips for Hacks, Laughs, and Playing Fast.
Yeah, and let's be clear, the hacks is not like a life hack. It's hacks like me, who can't even find their way around the golf course. Yeah. But no, it's going to be great. It's going to be fun. It's going to be lighthearted. And I'm excited about it because our first episode, too, is going to be for all you morons out there who think it's a great idea to go ahead and teach your significant other how to play golf, or really anything else that could be stressful. Don't do it. Leave it to the golf pros. That's what they're there for. And trust me, it's for your own sanity, not theirs.
Absolutely. I got an ex-wife because of that. So I tried to teach her golf. It never worked. So, yeah. Anyway, I got my new wife's way better looking and way cooler anyway. So it all worked out good. So let's go ahead and shift to myths. Okay. Let's just roll right into myths, because I think the myths and the morons is going to be the fun part. And if you are doubting whether you like the show right now, I just say hang in there a little longer. We're going to bloviate a little longer, but we are going to be giving away a $150 gift package from Travis Matthew. And I'm not trying to sound cool because we're paying full price for this because they ain't sponsoring this quite yet. But you know what? I don't think I'm ever going to be a male model, but maybe Drew up in here, maybe get him a little haircut. He could be a T Matthew. He'll be paying us soon, okay?
Yeah.
When
we're in.
Hey,
2 billion
I
subscribers.
got my Travis Matthews on.
Yeah,
right.
Well, you paid wholesale for it, so good for you. All right, so let's go to myths. All right, the myth that I think that is relevant in our company is, and to everybody, and I think Drew speaks to this, is that you have to be a scratch golfer or go through the PGA of America to be an effective and a great manager or leader or marketer of golf courses. It's just ridiculous, because usually the people that pride themselves on being zero handicaps are the ones that are focused on working on their game rather than being nice to somebody. Mm-hmm. And I've had a lot of people that are great players, even though they could get beat by 312-year-olds. They think that they're great at golf, so the customer that walks up to them actually should be nice to them before they're nice to the customer. And that philosophy has never worked. I'd rather find somebody with a servant's heart, a nice smile that's willing to be nice to somebody. And if they can't crack an egg, that's okay. So, Drew, I think you can comment on this because I just described you.
Yeah, no, pretty much. I really mean it when I cannot crack the 3-digit mark still with my game. I take probably 24 golf balls with me, and I'm lucky to make it around 18 without having to go buy more. But it's like you said, right? It goes back to the classic feel of golf, is that it's meant for being exclusive. It's meant for members only. It's really kind of outdated. And to feel entitled that I work here, I'm the golf pro, you're in my house now, is the wrong look. And that's why we take the approach. It's all about them, right? We're happy they're here. We want them to have a good time because, if you're having a good time, you're having your customers have a good time, work is not even going to be work anymore. It's going to be way more fun. You're going to enjoy waking up every day. And I know it sounds really cliche and that's what they tell you, but try it out one time.
Absolutely. Hey, Mikey, what's your
Hey,
myth?
fortunately for you, Drew, golf and sex have one thing in common.
What's that, Mikey?
You don't have to be good at it to enjoy it.
There you go.
Hey, good point.
Yeah,
He is
yeah.
dating my daughter, jackass.
Oh,
But anyway, all right, that's cool.
just made a bogey.
All right. So, Mikey, what is your myth?
Well, my myth is probably going to open a wound out there because it's maybe the most talked about situation in golf, and that's that golf takes too long. I think that is stupid because, I mean, frankly, people have more time now than ever to get out and enjoy themselves. So I think that it relates well to the pretty girl in school that actually said she was too busy for you. She was just, or too busy that night. She was just too busy for you. So the reality is when somebody says it takes too long or they don't have the time, that just means they don't have the time for golf. So instead of even necessarily competing with the other golf course down the street, you're competing with a lot of other activities. That's why we really need to get into this, shift it so that it's so accessible for people to want to come out and enjoy themselves, that it's more of an entertainment than a luxury.
Yeah, I mean, if you're talking fun, right? Golf courses are really the closest thing to the Vegas Strip. It's the only place you can drive around. You can have an open container, have a couple drinks if you're of age, and no one's going to sweat you, right?
Absolutely.
Right?
Shift
The
the
only
vibe,
place
increase
it's
the bottom
cool to
line.
drink and drive. That's right.
So, Drew, the myth that you'd like to share. You've been in the golf business about 15 months now. So, what do you think?
Yeah, I think that my myth is that going off what Mikey was talking about and pace of play, it is a hot topic and no one wants to be out there any longer than they have to be, especially if it's not fun. But even then, you know, when a golfer comes in and they say, hey man, we have a fifth player, can we go out? We're going to be the dreaded 5-ball today. I promise we'll go fast. We're all scratch golfers. That actually, their argument's dead in the water. I don't want to let them go because they are going to line up their putts. They're going to play for $5 a hole. It's going to be life or death, and everyone else is going to be waiting on them. So don't really like it.
I agree. They're throwing like grass in the air and stuff.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. It's completely ridiculous.
They got to step out, do rangefinder, everything. Then they got to stand over it. The wind shifts. They got to restart their whole thing.
Yeah. Just hit the ball.
Yeah.
All right. So, there are the
Ready
myths.
golf, boys.
I'm with you. All right, so let's go ahead and go to the most intellectual stimulation of this episode is discussing morons. Okay, so Mikey, why don't you lead us off with the moron section of the golf biz?
Moron number one. It's the outdated way for golf geeks to slow up play, ladies and gentlemen, and that is called the plumb bob. And if you don't know what the plumb bob is, it's that geeky move where somebody puts their putter out in front of it and they close either their right eye or left eye, trying to determine whether it's going to go left or right. Let me tell you, just because Ricky Fowler does it does not make it cool. Just because Ben Crenshaw, who was like the epitome of cool, right? I mean, Ben Crenshaw was like
But
the
he's
coolest
like
guy ever
100.
not. Just because he did it does not make it cool. So the plumb bob, outdated way for golf geeks to slow up play. Drop the plumb bob. And
For the record,
Just
Mikey
putt it.
actually just
Or
sang
pick
about
it up.
4
It's good.
verses of our song "Drop the Plumb Bob." It's actually on our website. It's a true story. We actually have a song called "Drop the Plumb Bob." It's got, I think, 400,000 or 500,000 views. It's quite comical. It was our first one, so if you start
is
there,
funny.
the production does get way better. But so anyway, for me, I'm going to go for morons. It's the golf course owners, operators, marketers that actually refuse to use online platforms. Well, last time I checked, it's 2020. Drew just made it real clear with the social retardation of a lot of the millennials. They do not want to talk to anybody, so they're going to go online. They're going to go ahead and book, right? So my like of golf now is irrelevant. The consumer loves it, and we use it as a customer acquisition tool. And what makes me laugh the hardest is that you have these golf courses, right? Then these PGA professionals that want to go ahead and make comments like they're going to go ahead and sue golf now, and they're going to go ahead and do that. Well, they're owned by the largest media company in the world. They have a floor of lawyers, and I think they're pretty well protected, right? So I think that instead of trying to go file a lawsuit, why don't you go ahead and learn how to use it to acquire customers so you can crush your competition? And I've made this argument that the guy that makes a hollow threat with a $300 legal budget to go ahead and sue Comcast is less of a threat than our company that uses it as a tool to walk through the door when we commission and incentivize our team to clobber that person over the head and to go ahead and to buy one of our players' program and never go to Golf Now again, right? So the moron is the one that refuses to do something based on a personal belief rather than what's right. So anyway.
Yeah, I mean, if anyone needed any more convincing for all the other golf courses that are out there, I was just there. I had a bunch of buddies. We'd go play golf every couple weeks out in San Diego, and none of us ever wanted to call the pro shop. Why would we when we could pull our phone out, look on an app? It told me exactly what the price is right there. I got lunch included, a cart, whatever I needed. Push a button, my credit card was saved, and we had a time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Why would I go back and forth asking a question to a guy who's borderline senile?
Absolutely. Hey, just for the record, that was a hit against me.
Hey, I use Golf Now, Golf Advisor now, even to this day. I go to an area I don't know. I check out the ratings. I check out the rates, availability, what's cooking, and I use it too, even today.
I'd like to just clarify, though, my swipe at millennials was not meant to be hurtful. It is a little true. However, I think that millennials are wonderful. They're a big part of our business. And when you compare it to what I was doing when I was that age, it'd probably be better to be a little bit socially retarded rather than driving your car off sides of roads, getting DUIs. So, so definitely just a little different. So, all right. So, Drew, moron.
Man, I don't know. I would have to say the moron's still the guy who thinks he's good at golf because, I really got a bone to pick with all of them. I wish I could figure it out.
Is this a little bit of jealousy?
Yeah, 100%. I'm competitive. I was good at sports growing up, not golf.
I would like to give a theory on that too, because, and this is not in defense of Drew. It's a theory I've had well before I knew him. When you gauge how good somebody is, there is an equation, right? I would say Drew is pretty good at golf because he doesn't really care. He's played it a very short period of time, and he's actually making good progress. The one I would say that's not very good, and I have some friends listening that might know who I'm talking about, that have actually gone to the country club when they were kids, got lessons from all the the top pros, got the best equipment, got the best of everything, and they still suck, right? Mm-hmm. They could beat Drew, but he doesn't care. Yep. And he's played for 2 weeks, right? You've been playing for 20 years, you suck. But anyway, Mikey, you're moron.
I can't say I necessarily fit in either one of those categories because I know one thing is for sure. I did try to qualify for the USAM once, and it's very clear that I'm not a loser. I'm 100% quitter. We made it one hole, and then all of a sudden my back ached.
You know what, though, Joe? I did come up with a real moron, and I'm going to go ahead and say that moron is the guy talking about saving lives who wants to go ahead and try and teach their significant other how to play golf. That's probably one of the largest traps for two reasons. Number one, golf is your thing, right? It's your hobby. It's your way to escape your 9-to-5 job, the kids screaming, whatever. It's your leisure time. Why would you want to rope somebody into it if you're already trying to kind of, have your me time? Not only that, you go to teach them, and nothing is more stressful than telling the person that you love, who loves you, how they're doing everything wrong all the time.
I would like to have a legal disclosure right now that do not repeat this. What Drew just said, if you are married, because I don't want any legal ramifications for a divorce on me. However, that being said, I do have an ex-wife because I did try to teach her how to play golf along with other things. And I now have a much more attractive and cooler wife. So I guess it did work out.
There it is.
Hey, if you do want to get divorced, try to teach your wife how to play golf. Mikey, what about you?
Does it make me a total loser, the fact that my girlfriend beats me regularly on the golf course, or does that just make me not very good?
Well, yeah.
That goes back to the not caring, right? She must really care about golf, and we know you don't.
Yeah.
Well, and it's a legitimate win too. It's not like I let her win for any particular reason. It's just, she's, I guess, better than me.
Mike, the other family motto is that you didn't try. Okay? Yep. So there you have it, folks.
Right, fair enough, man. I'll go with that.
Stay tuned because we're going to take a quick break. We're going to play our Should Have Been a Tour Pro. It's going to be epic. This song is awesome. All right. And then when we get back, we're going to go ahead and give away a $150 gift package from Travis Matthew. Like I said, they're not our sponsor yet because we got Drew over here. He's our only hope. And then we're also going to have two absolutely beautiful young ladies that are going to come on the set, and they're going to play the first ever If They Worked at 7-Eleven. Stay tuned.
I bet Jason Day never heard old Bernie say, here's a buck, clean 'em up, score 'em away. Had the nice shining clubs and shoes. Heard it all from these sweaty and crusty dudes, bitching about the slow pace of play, while Micah D's making a sick shot of the day. Before dreams fell apart at the seams, now I'm home on the range, here at the place to be. Should've been a tour pro, should've learned to chip and drive, sliding on my foot, George locker room, bros to my left and right, scoring the hottest chicks like DJ, Ricky, and Brooks. Sponsors on my hat and all my shirts. Oh, I should have been a tour pro.
All right, welcome back to the Golf Biz. I hope you enjoyed the Should Have Been a Tour Pro. Like I said, on our website, we have some other really, really cool videos. So I'll get right at it. Obviously, the question is, how did we attract these two beautiful women? If you need a beggar testimony on how important it is to be cool, this is my wife. I realize, yes, you're all wondering how. I said I guess I'm cool, right?
I don't know about cool.
All right. Wasn't for my hairstyle. I know that. So let's go ahead and get started. This is the first, and we're going to do it every week because we think it's going to be something that you could share with that loved one that might start a fight or just make a laugh. All right. So here's the game. We're going to pick a celebrity. And the question is, if this person worked at 7-Eleven, could they still score hot chicks? So when you ask the question, are they really that person? The answer is no, right? So the person we're going to talk about and we're going to ask is, could they score hot chicks if they worked at 7-Eleven? Imagine this person behind the counter giving bad answers with this 7-Eleven uniform and name tag on with a little Slurpee stain on it, okay? All right. So we're going to start with Amy. We're going to go to the beautiful Ashley from Brandlink here. She was nice enough to sit in. We couldn't find any of the women that would be on the show, so I guess that's your fault, Drew. So,
Sure.
But anyway, Ashley's super cool anyway. So the person we're going to choose, could they score hot chicks if they worked at 7-Eleven, is Ricky Fowler.
Ricky Fowler. Let me see. I would say definitely he could. Yeah, I think so. How old is he?
How old's Ricky Fowler?
He's born in 88.
How do you know that, Drew?
Oh my
You don't have a poster of him
goodness.
in your bedroom, do you?
I might.
Okay. All right, so what
That
does
makes him
make?
34.
34.
I would say yes. He probably could. Yeah.
All right. Well, that's hurtful. I don't look anything like him, but I'll accept it. I want to say that she doesn't like short dudes. He's like 5'7".
Who said I didn't like short dudes?
You
Tom
did.
Cruise.
Anyway, good luck with that Scientology freak. But anyway, all right. Ashley, you're up. Ricky Fowler, working at 7-Eleven. Could he score a hot chick?
I mean, for me, no, because I'm 5'10". I need a taller guy.
Yeah.
But girls who are more of an average height, I think he could. I mean, he's got a little bit too big of a forehead for me as well. He's got a kind of a Peyton Manning forehead going on.
Yeah.
Kind of some bushy eyebrows, but he's decent looking. I think he can score some girls.
But in defense, decent doesn't score hot chicks. So are we talking mediocre? Okay, so she says yes. So we got two yes or one no. You saying yes?
I'm saying yes.
All right, dude.
What do you think, Mikey? What do you think?
Are we talking Ricky with the mustache or no mustache?
Oh, for sure, no mustache.
Ooh, no mustache. And we're talking the Bieber swirl, or are we talking, the full-on mullet?
I think the Bieber swirl the Bieber swoosh gives him his best chance for sure.
I like the shaved look better.
Yeah.
How about Mike? You can have
I don't
Ricky
know.
any
I
way you
would
want. Okay? Yes or no?
I mean, I would have to take, if it's 7-Eleven, I'd have to take some cheesy nachos, and it's a yes.
Dude, 3 yeses. Okay.
Oh,
Drew?
3 yeses.
I mean, I got to shake it up. There's no chance.
Got it.
He clean cut, Bieber cut, no Bieber cut, looks 12 behind the counter. Can he even see over it?
Yeah, Harsh. Hey, Harsh. So it's 3-1, 3 yeses, 1. I think I'm going to go with Drew due to the height. I think that, and one, I think he's pretty thin. I think the boxy like 7-Eleven uniforms would not hang well on him. I think it'll look very bad. So I'm going to say no. So, but that being said, it's 3-2.
But he does wear orange a lot, you know.
That's a valid point.
Yeah.
He does pull off orange.
He does pull it off.
Yeah. Okay, but he wins. Ricky Fowler won 3-2. That he could score a hot chick, and he does score hot chicks. If you look at his wife, he's done pretty well. Not hot as mine, of course, but you know what? He's done pretty well. Okay, one more. All right. Would this person be able to score hot chicks in a 7-Eleven uniform, standing behind the counter? We're gonna go with Post Malone. We're gonna start with Ashley.
I'd say Post Malone looks right now how he looks like he should be working at a 7-Eleven.
Ooh, savage. I like it.
Those face tattoos, I mean, I don't mind someone with tattoos. I mean, my boyfriend has a chest tattoo.
Okay.
But the face tattoos, it's a bad look.
Bad luck.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's fair enough. That's one no. Drew?
Yeah, I don't think Post has a chance either. He's almost there. It's one of those things where he doesn't seem like he cares, and that would probably be a real big driving factor for him, the not caring, the kind of staying aloof. But again, the face tats, you're out.
Got it. All right, Mikey D. Post Malone, could he score a hot chick?
He would have to offer a lot more than his looks. So as a 7-Eleven attendant, unless I'm getting a free tank of gas, I'm out.
So you're like, when you say offer something else, are you referring to like
Yeah, free tank of gas, I'm in.
Okay, all right. So that's 3 hard no's. All right, babe, what do you think?
Oh, that's an easy one. I usually don't go for the homeless look. For
Cool.
sure. And definitely not face tattoos.
Got it. All right, so that's 4 no's, but I'm going to be the one going the other way because I got a theory. I'm going to say yes because there's a lot of attractive, super hot women that want to defy their father, and they would do it just to spite him. I think he's that atrociously looking and offensive where it'd be the ultimate slap in the face to the mother and father. What do you guys think? The decent case, right?
Yeah, I can see it.
I don't see that.
Okay. Well, anyway, 4-1, no on Post Malone, yes
No.
on Ricky Fowler. But we appreciate the 2 beautiful ladies. You're going to stay because we're going to finish the show on this note, right? We're going to go ahead and give away a $150 gift bag package with Travis Matthews stuff in it, as we shared. So we thought long and hard about a good question that you couldn't just go search on the internet and get the Google on the answer, right? So there was a couple fun ones I wanted, but due to Mikey's sensitivity, he didn't want to do it. But it was going to be like, how many more hairs does Drew have on his head compared to the combination of the hairs on Mikey and I's head? And, you know, people said it was too hard. I don't think it would. If you figured out how many hairs that Drew had, you minus 7, and that's your answer, right? But anyway, so we're not going to do that. The second one would be to figure out what the hell it is behind Mikey's head. I don't know if that's a burial or whatever it is, but anyway, I guess there's no real answer to that. So we're just going to go with this. We're going to go ahead and actually you can click on the Instagram page or the Facebook page what your answer is. We actually own and operate and manage 6 golf courses, Maui Nui in Maui, Bali High in the Las Vegas Strip, Dobson Ranch here in Scottsdale, Arizona, and then we have 3 in Florida where Mikey D is, Palm Beach National, Mattis Green, and Emerald Hills. Guess how many total rounds of golf those 6 golf courses played in the year of 2019, and the winner is going to go get a $150 gift package from Travis Matthews. Actually, it's from us, of Travis Matthews. So anybody that would like to guess, we'd like to have it. So this was the conclusion of the first episode. Ashley, what do you think? You are a marketing executive here at Brand Lake. How do you think a bunch of schlepperocks did today?
I'd say you guys did pretty well today.
Absolutely. What do we have to, any take homes for us about how we can improve?
Maybe off air.
Okay, got it. Okay, Drew, what do you think?
No, I mean, it was fun. I look forward to it. And we definitely did not pay her to say that part. So that was cool. We got some true ups.
And my question to my beautiful wife is that does this increase or decreases my chances of scoring based on my performance today?
I would say it depends on how many likes you get.
Dang, girl. All right, so there it is. That was not planned either, but a great actually lead in. If you like me or you have any pity on me, let's go ahead and like the page, right? I need a little bit of incentive. Subscribe and follow us. But Mikey D, thanks for being here. Any final words from the South FLA?
Absolutely. So when you click that, when you answer how many rounds of golf we did at our 6 golf properties, make sure that whatever you think it is, deduct 20% or add 20%, because that's how I do math.
Absolutely. Well, everybody, thank you for attending the first episode. We're going to have some epic episodes. We're going to go ahead, and next week we're going to talk about what it's like to manage a golf course in a pandemic, which it doesn't sound that cool, but actually, even though it was a very serious thing, we got through it. I think we're going to share some very insightful and neat stuff and some great stories. There's going to be episodes that how to work with your woman successfully or unsuccessfully. So that's going to be an epic episode. You know what? We're going to talk about other stuff too about the golf business, and we're going to go ahead and encourage people to call, send us messages. You know what? We really are looking forward to it, and we're going to have a contest every week. We're going to give away rounds of golf and prizes. But anyway, we hope we make you smile. We'll see you next episode.
From the T to the green, and the P to the B. Skip the plumb bob, drop the plumb bob, lose the plumb bob. Who needs a plumb bob? From the T to the green, and the P to the B.